Hi, Aries. Happy birthday. You guys are bringing in the spring, the first sign of the zodiac. I love it. I'm happy and excited about the new weather, the new weather. Yeah, the new weather, the warm weather, leaves coming back on trees. Like I live in the Northeast and the weather just sucked. Wasn't a bad winter, but I'm just ready for the warmth to come. Anyway, I digress. Um, this is going to be a love reading, general love reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, both singles and couples. I am switching, going back to the original formula. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I just like to do things the right way. I don't like to half-ass it, and I didn't like how I had to do singles the first half and then couples the second half due to timing, so that didn't work out. This is going to be for the first half of. We're going to lay out the cards and then we are going to go over them. So let's get into it. Enough is enough. So, what messages do we have about your partner or your potential partner? Okay. We have man holding a coin who looks very suave. And then we have a goddess of the moon. Okay. Now, what is this person's intention when it comes to either the relationship or a relationship? Again, singles and couples, and take how it resonates with you and leave what doesn't, all right? All right, so what's this person's intention? We have the Pentacles, okay? One more. And we have the Hermit. Some of you guys are dealing with the Virgo. You gotta be dealing with a Virgo. It could be an earth sign. It could also be a Cancer, because Cancer rules the moon, but or the moon rules Cancer, excuse me. Man holding a coin. This is an earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And I said that we were going to lay out the cards first and then go over them after. So maybe I should stick to that. So let's put that over there. You can see it moving along. Sorry. All right, moving along. So what blockages do you need to release, Aries, in order to manifest the love or the relationship that you desire? So what blockages do you need to release? We have control, we have knowledge, and we have freedom. All right, move that out the way. Move that out the way. Now, what will help the relationship? Okay, that's way too much. What will help the relationship develop? We have High Priestess. We have the Chariot. Some of you guys are dealing with a Cancer. Either way. And what will hurt the relationship from developing? We have Page of Cups. One more. Oh, just one. Seven of Swords. I still need this. What's the outcome? What is the outcome for you, Aries? All right, we have cards that are flipped over. So the deck, half of the deck is flipped. We are going to just correct that and keep going. What's the outcome here? We have the Two of Swords and we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. You can see all of these. Yeah. All right. Now, as far as the messages about this person, so either the potential person coming in or the person that you're in a relationship or dealing with, talking to, you get what I'm saying. As I said, they could either be a earth sign or they can be a Cancer. But this person is all about, like they're going through like a spiritual growth. They're going through a process right now and they just want somebody that they can share that with. They want a relationship that has security. They want somebody that is going to value them and that they can value that person as well. They want relationships that, you know, are upfront, that doesn't have anything hidden, like the goddess of the moon. That's like intuition. It's moon energy, okay? So it's just like they're doing a lot of reflecting on things that they value in a relationship or value in a person, and they're doing a lot of self-reflection as well. They're intuitive. When it comes to their intentions, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So again, happiness. We have the Hermit. So again, it could be a Virgo, but they're being introspective right now. They're just going within. They're trying to find the answers that they need when it comes to their love life, whether it be with you or whether it be by themselves. Regardless of what their intentions is, to find the answers that they need going within, from looking within, being introspective. Okay. Now, as far as the blockages that you need to release in order to manifest the love or the relationship that you desire. Again, we have control, we have knowledge, and we have freedom. So, if you manipulate a situation so it can work to your advantage, that's something that you need to release. You also need to release the fact that it's like you can't determine the outcome of a situation, so you can't have, there's no control over it. It's like relinquish the control of trying to determine the outcome of something. Like some of you guys, you might be a free spirit where it's just like, you know what, I do what I do, what I want to do, when I want to do it. Like I know who I am and I don't need anybody telling me otherwise. Kind of like I am who I am. This is who I am. Accept me who I am. But at the same time, some of you guys have some issues as far as staying put or staying within a long-term relationship. Some of you guys like your freedom. Some of you guys manipulate the situation so that way it works to your advantage and you can get the freedom that you desire. Okay? We'll clarify this. And again, this is not a personal attack. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing here. Okay. Now, as far as what can help the relationship, we have the high priestess and we have the chariot. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Cancer. You could be dealing with anybody. Okay. But we have some indicators here of, we have two major arcana. We have some earth. We have some Virgo. Okay. Enough said. So with the high priestess and the chariot, as far as what's going to help the relationship, trusting your intuition, trusting your instincts and going after it. You know, it's just like making a decision, which you have no problem with, but making a decision when it comes to this person. Like if you want to be in a relationship with them, then go after it. If you know you want them, then go after it. It's just like, don't be so flighty. Okay. Like just stick to a decision, make a decision and stick to it. Okay. What can hurt the relationship is not being upfront with your emotions, not telling the truth. You know, like what can hurt is basically not being honest with the other person about how you feel, whether that's good, bad, in between, whatever the case be. If you're not upfront and honest, then that's what's going to hurt the relationship from developing even further. And let's not forget, this person wants something or something, or they want someone that is going to value them, that's going to, just they want happiness. It's just like they want happiness and they want somebody who's in line with that as well, who doesn't want drama, who doesn't have secrets. They just want things to be put out front on the open, and they want stability. So if you're not going to be that to that person, then don't waste their time. Because ultimately at the end of the day, how would I slow down and stop trying to speed through speech? At the end of the day, with the Two of Swords and the Ace of Wands, you're going to have to make a decision if you want a new beginning with this person. You're going to have to make a decision if you want to reconcile with this person. Okay. And again, this is for both singles and couples, so I'm addressing it in both aspects. Let's go ahead and clarify some things here. Let's clarify what you need to release. Okay. Not all of them, but let's pull out a couple for that. Because we already got the gist of the other person, the messages about them, right? All right, so what clarifiers do we have for what you need to release? And I got two, and they're both major arcana. We have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Hierophant. With the Wheel of Fortune, taking, and especially because we have the manipulation or the control, but it's like trying to take control of your own destiny, which is fine and dandy, but it's all about not trying to be so overbearing with the control of things. It's like when you're too controlling, things can take a turn for the worse. And that's when you have to, it causes you to try to go within to try to say like, okay, what the hell just happened in this situation right now? It's like your control can be the downfall. All right. Controlling your emotions, controlling outbursts, controlling, wanting things the way you want them, manipulating them. It's just like with the Wheel of Fortune, it can go either way. Things can be turning in your favor, but for things that you need to release, it's like, it's time to release these things. It's time to let go. It's time to put your focus on what it is that you believe in. If you want love, what is it that you believe in when it comes to love? What is your ideals when it comes to love? What is your intentions when it comes to love? You can be free to love whoever you want, but at the same time, it's just like, be mindful that there's two people in the relationship. Okay. Now, Lastly, I just want to pull out one for, because I feel like this is clear cut. Like your reading literally is kind of straight to the point, and we technically didn't need to do clarifiers, but let's clarify the outcome. So you have to make a decision on if you want to begin something with this person, if you can offer what they need, and if you feel like you can't offer it, then don't waste their time, and don't waste your time either, to be honest with you. Or for some of you guys, reconciliation. We have the Three of Cups. And one more, please. We have the Page of Cups again, because there was the Page of Cups right there. Yeah, it's basically you need to make a decision if you want a relationship with this person again. For some of you guys, you might have multiple people that you're dealing with. So if you're in a relationship, or excuse me, if you're not in a relationship, you might have multiple people that you're dealing with, and you need to decide which one that you are most attracted to, that you have the more chemistry with, or the more emotional connection with, the most passion. And it's just like, don't base everything off of just sex. It's like, tune into your emotions and your intuition. Remember, what's going to help the high priestess? Tune into your intuition and your instincts, not the surface level stuff, the stuff that's more in depth. Okay? Tune into your intuition and your higher self, because that's what's going to give you the answer. For those of you who are in a relationship, it's more or less like, the reconciliation. Yeah, you want to decide if you want to move forward with this person, not moving forward with this person. But ultimately, some of you guys may have somebody else on the side, or they have somebody else on the side. If that's not the case, then it's just about, communicating with that person, spending more time with that person, sharing more affection with that person, and that's what's going to help elevate the relationship. Okay. Now, Aries, thank you for your time. Please like, subscribe, comment below if this resonates with you. Personal readings, the link is in the description box below if you want a personal reading. But in the meantime, in between time, Aries, thank you for watching. I wish you guys blessings, and I wish you guys love and light, and I will catch you later. Bye.